FutureTrend channel is glad to welcome all of our subscribers. As usually, in the mornings we start our analysis of major currencies at that time for the date of 4th July 2018. At the moment we are observing a kind of some contradicting signals in the foreign exchange markets, because as you could see from one point of view, the fears of expanding of trade wars between the developed nations still rattle the markets. At the same time, we see some kind of stabilization of economic indicators in other parts of the world except of the United States. This time, for example, some of purchasing managers indicators in, for example, in the Eurozone or in the UK, and this morning, this night in Australia and also in China. That means that probably the worst time for other parts of the world are behind us, and if we really see such kind of situation, that means that in the foreseeable future some other currencies like for example euro or sterling or some commodity block of currencies could rebound against the United States counterpart. Let's analyze the situation as usually, starting from euro dollar. Here the situation is really very interesting because the euro dollar starts to erode its current downtrend that was drawn from the highs of April, the middle of April, when United States dollar started its latest rebound, really very strong one. And in case if the market really closes above that trend line, also in case of closing above moving average 204-hour line, that means that probably the euro dollar could stabilize around recent levels of a major support level of 115 and could rebound with next levels to watch to the upside located around 118.5 and 120. The same applies, by the way, for sterling. Also sterling, as you could see, closed above its current downtrend that was drawn from the highs of this year, registered around 143.77, and that means also that cable could stabilize around recent levels, like in the euro dollar we mentioned the level of 115. In the cable we recognize a kind of stronger support barrier around 130.50, 130. 130 is a kind of psychologically important support for the cable right now, and that kind of support could give an opportunity to the cable to rebound in the next couple of weeks, let's say. So the dollar Swiss also is very close to test its underlying uptrend that's located around 0.9905, 0.99 at the moment. As we already mentioned, the Australian dollar and improvement of Australian economic indicators. Also, the Australian dollar is trading around 74 at the moment, and as you could see from our strategy list of commodity block of currencies, now we choosing another strategy. We are ready to buy and to sell some kind of currencies like Kiwi dollar or the Aussie dollar. As regarding the loonie, the loonie also is looking supported at the moment because of rising energy prices and because of technical picture here in the dollar Canada. To really improve its nearest technical picture, Canadian dollar should break below 130.10. In that case, the dollar Canada could expand its corrective slump, and in that case we really could see a nice move to the south for this kind of currency. Some words about the Russian ruble. Russian ruble today, Russian markets will be open, contrary to the United States ones. Here the situation is more or less stable because we're still trading inside of big range. The big range that was limited, that's limiting at the moment by recent highs of this year registered at 65. We suggest that any kind of rebound to that barrier should give you an opportunity to sell the dollar ruble. At the same time, if we look to a longer term picture, there is an uptrend line in the dollar ruble, which lies today around 61.35. So any kind of move closer to that level should give you an opportunity to follow the overall trend higher in the dollar ruble. The same applies, by the way, for the euro ruble. Let's see the situation with the euro ruble. Here the market is currently trading inside of rather tight range between 71.70 and current highs around 74.35, and we are inside of that range starting from the middle of May, more or less. And also we need to analyze a longer term picture, and the longer term picture is still in favor of another rebound in the currency, because let's see, first of all, we see that the underlying uptrend in the euro ruble located around 72.20 should give a rather strong support in that area for the euro ruble at the moment, and only a real closing below moving average 200 daily line located at 70.82 at the moment could take the euro ruble some lower. Thank you very much for all of your attention, for following us in the trading in the foreign exchange. It was FutureTrend channel with you, and we hope that tomorrow in the morning you will be again with us. Bye bye for now.